everybody, it's Professor Parish, and welcome back to English 109. This is week 12, so at this point, we are 3/4 of the way done with class. Crazy, right? We just have 1/4 of class left to go. This whole semester's flown by. So there's 3 assignments that I want to talk about this week with week 12. So if you go ahead and go to your assignments, scroll down to week 12. I'm recording this on Saturday, actually, so happy Halloween, everybody. Down here on week 12, there is one chapter in our book to look at, which is chapter 20, pages 386 to 401. So make sure you've checked that chapter out this week. And there's 3 assignments. There's our grammar review number 6, our second reading response, and our discussion forum. So just starting us off, talking about the grammar assignment, we'll bring up grammar review number 6 up here. Grammar review number 6 is covering pages 477 through 481 in your textbook. What you'll do is, this is pretty simple. Make sure to read the directions on this, because I've noticed some people kind of have had points taken off because they've not quite followed directions. There's 2 parts to this first assignment. One is making sure that you write down the correct verb, so whatever the correct verb in the sentence is. And the second part is writing down whether or not it's singular or plural. So there's basically, in these first 10 questions, there's going to be a point per question. Half of that point is going to be whether or not you get the correct verb, and then the other half a point is going to be whether you write singular or plural. So you'll automatically get a D on this assignment if you don't put singular or plural, or if you leave the verbs out. So make sure that you do that, so that you don't lose points on that. And then the other aspects here is, in part 2, there are 2 mistakes in the sentences in terms of verbs. So write down the 2 verbs that are incorrect and write down the correct version beside it. Again, you need to write down both the incorrect and the correct verb in order to get full credit for this assignment. So just make sure you follow directions. It should be a very easy assignment. So far, this class has done really well on identifying and categorizing verbs. So this is just one extra assignment to make sure we're all good as far as verb usage goes. But so far, everybody has done really well on that assignment. So I'm pretty confident you all will be fine there. Just make sure to follow the directions and include all the parts. The next assignment is, and that's due Sunday, Sunday, November 8th. The next assignment is also due Sunday, November 8th, and that is the reading response number 2. So over here, since we're finishing up narration this week and next week, I really like these 2 books, and we will talk about these in English 122, but also when I was in graduate school, we had to read these 2 novels. They're really good. They're nonfiction. One is by Nick Sheff, and it's called Tweak, and the other one is by his father, David Sheff, and it's called Beautiful Boy. And they adapted Beautiful Boy into a movie a few years ago. And basically what it is it's about Nick Sheff struggled with addiction to a lot of different drugs, and he kind of wrote a memoir about his experience. And then David, his father, wrote a novel about how he felt as a father dealing with a son with addiction. So these aren't excerpts from the movie, but instead they are interviews with both Nick and David, talking about addiction and talking about memory and how it affects the way that we remember things in our lives. And so I would like for you to watch this YouTube video in the first link, and then afterwards read this. It's a short article about memory here. And then for your reading response, answer these 3 questions about Nick and David Sheff remembering the same events in different ways. So it's just kind of, it's asking your opinions about the video that you watch and the article you read afterwards. I think it's really interesting. I think that it's cool that in my grad class we studied how we remember things and how our memory can be affected by different things. And obviously, if you're on a drug that alters your memory, then it affects the way that you perceive reality. And so it's really interesting, and I hope you guys, I'm excited to see your reactions and your answers to these questions. But that will be the reading response 2. So far, everybody's done really well in reading response number 1. So y'all are awesome as far as that goes. So kudos to you all. I'm really excited to see what you guys think of this second reading response here. But it's due Sunday the 8th as well. And then finally, our last assignment is going to be week 12's discussion forum, which I'll go ahead and show you the discussion forum. This is actually going to be where you're posting your draft of your paper number 3 narration. So nobody's done it yet, and that's fine. But you're basically going to be doing the exact same thing we've done for the last 2 papers, and that's adding a post, attaching your paper as a file, and then responding to at least 2 of your peers. So if you have any questions about attaching your paper, please let me know. But it's the same that we've done the last 2 times in the class. But this will get you a chance for myself and your peers to read your papers. And I always encourage you, please feel free to upload early if you get your draft done early. And that way I'll have more chances to look at your papers before everybody else's and give you a little bit more feedback. So that's pretty much it for this week. It's a pretty short week in terms of talking about the assignments. You all have been doing really well in the grammar reviews, so at this point I think you all know what to do on those. And the reading responses I've seen so far have been really good, so I think that you'll know what to do there as well. And then of course our draft of your narration paper I'm excited to see and excited for your peers to read as well, because I've seen your topics and they all look really good. So if you have any questions at all, please remember that your drafts are due in the discussion forum by Friday. That's the only assignment due Friday. Your grammar review, reading response, and 2 peer responses are all due by Sunday. But you can always do them ahead of time and have them already done. So if you have any questions, please make sure to let me know. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing your work. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But have a safe week. Have a very safe Halloween. Stay safe, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye.